Hi, I will be reading Spanish as Experienced by a Native Speaker by John Olivares Espinosa. I chose this poem because I am a Spanish major, and so I liked the idea of mixing the two languages in a poem. But also because poetry isn't my go-to um, source of literature, and so I can feel sort of confused when I read it. But this poem is unique. The subject itself is not complicated. It's not like a hard concept to grasp or anything. But I have done a lot of studying of heritage speakers, which in the United States is people who are born into like Spanish speaking families, for instance. And Spanish is their first language because that's the language they speak at home. But then when they go to the schooling system, they are learning English and they're learning their written language in a different one than their first like spoken language was. And so when they go to write down their first language, things get sort of mixed up. And when they hear things in one language and they see it written down in another one, things just get sort of mixed up. And so, like in this poem, they have the word cuarta, which means room in Spanish. But when they hear it, it sounds like quarter, which is a word that they know to mean like a monetary thing that they have to use. And so it's just interesting when you read through this poem, you get to feel the sense of confusion, um, just as not because it's a complicated poem, but just because this is how they're experiencing life all the time, and they just have to learn how to sort through these things. And I like that this poem lets me have just a small bit of that experience with them. I like being able to walk through it with the speaker and not just sort of feel like I'm reading it from above and sort of just like an abstract idea. So I really like this poem, and so I'll read it now. Spanish as Experienced by a Native Speaker by John Olivares Espinosa. A George Washington quarter was a cuarta. Two cuartas para una soda from a vending machine. We asked Abuelito for a cuarta to play the video game console. No, he said, una peseta. No, una cuarta. Una peseta para la máquina. He called the console a machine. Like the machine, máquina, that dropped a cuarta for every 6 cans Mother put in. La máquina is what Father had us puchar across yardas on the weekends. At work, we ate lonche. At school, we ate lunch. At home, we ate both. Keiki was served on birthdays. It was bien gaucho to have your birthday skipped again. Skipiar was done to the unsolvable math problem, which was never attempted again. Half our time was spent on homework, the other half was spent watching TV. Wacha signaled you were about to do something impressive but foolish, like a bike stunt. Wachale is what your friends tell you when you nearly plow into them with your bike. A bike is a bica. Uncle Jesse pedaled a bica to the grocery store to buy leche y cornflakes. Leche, not tortillas, were heated in the microwave. Un güey is a dude. Uncle Beto called more than 2 people una bola de güeyes. I secretly listened to the Beastie Boys in Uncle Beto's troca because I could turn it up full blast. Uncle Jesse pedals back from Kmart with 2 plaid shirts. Dad's returning from his trip to the Dompe, where he left last week's garbage. Mother's fixing spam sanguiches. Abuelito pulls from his pocket a peseta that hands me a cuarta.